When I woke up, this was 0-0. We scored our first goal literally like a minute after I woke up. Dreamland. One of the best teams of all time, arguably the biggest club in world football history, and we beaten them 3-0. I have lots of words. Why couldn't Gavran be next month, man? Why couldn't it be next month? That game, I would have given anything to be at that game. Beat Real Madrid 3-0. I can't believe my eyes. I didn't get enough sleep in last night, but I think because I slept a lot during the tour anyway, so I think I'm okay. But yeah, I fell asleep maybe like 11, 12, at some point between there. Woke up at 6 a.m. No, actually, I woke up at like 5:40 actually. So I think I slept before 12. So I got about 6 hours sleep, I think. But I woke up and I checked the score. It was like 0-0 just after halftime. I thought, okay, interesting. At least we're not losing, because I thought we'd lose. And then we go 1-0 up. I'm just like, whoa. And then I checked on Twitter for the goal. I was like, what's a free kick? And then Declan Rice scored a second free kick. He scored 2 free kicks. The second one was right in the top corner. It was inch perfect into the top corner. Then we scored a third goal like 5 minutes later. I'm just like, am I dreaming? Because I did just wake up. I was thinking I was dreaming. But no, it was actually happening. There's still the second game in Spain, so we could still lose by 4 goals and get eliminated. But it's a very good start. That team is known for crazy comebacks, so I'm not too happy just yet, but it's just amazing to wake up to us beating them 3-0. Like, that is one of the most successful teams ever, probably the most successful team ever. Like, it's just like, but beating them 3-0 is just like I can't believe my eyes. Anyway, where are we? Oh, we're in South Australia. Yesterday we did Kangaroo Island, great tour. Today is a South Australian tour, so it's a multi-stop tour. It starts in Glenelg, so people from Glenelg are coming here, then doing pickups in Adelaide. And then I'm on the tour. We're visiting a few places. We're visiting Mount Lofty's peak, so visiting the peak of Mount Lofty. We're visiting Victor Harbour, which is apparently the main attraction of this tour. And there's a couple other places I forgot, but yeah, so it's a multi-stop tour across South Australia, and I'm looking forward to it. I think going to Harndorf as well. I think they mentioned Harndorf. I could just check right now. The coastal place called Goolwa, Gwlwa. And then everything else, like we're doing some other things as well, like a whale museum, but that's like within the areas. I think the whale museum is within the Victor Harbour area. And also going to McLaren Vale, but that's the wine tasting. I'm not doing the wine tasting. I'm not doing that. So apart from that, like, I'm looking forward to a very good day tour. And the pickup and the drop-off should be quite early as well, considering they drop off last at Glenelg as well. I do want to visit Glenelg at some point, both for the Glenelg Tigers Oval and also for the actual area. Apparently it's really good, so I should find time in between here and there. And I'm also not flying straight after the Gavran. I'm actually staying for a little bit, not for too long, but enough time to see extra things. So I look forward to that as well. But anyway, my pickup's at 9:15. It is currently 9 a.m, so I'll just wait here just in case they arrive early. So yeah, nice big 8-hour tour. The tour company is called Bums on Seats. I've not put that in the title to be sus. That's literally the name of the company. Hopefully they're a good tour. They got good reviews on Get Your Guide, so I trust Get Your Guide. I use that. I'm not sponsored or anything, but literally I use Expedia to book 99% of my flights and hotels. I use Get Your Guide to book 90% of the tours that I go on when I'm on holiday, so I trust them a lot. It's like TripAdvisor, but not as popular. I think that's a good way to describe Get Your Guide, but I just trust Get Your Guide. I trust TripAdvisor too. I just use Get Your Guide. There's another good one called Viator. Viator's a good one. If you ever do some tours, then check one of those 3 companies. There'll be good stuff from there. Anyway, yeah, next clip, bus.
Touring and all that sort of. The hills, you want to go to any of the suburbs, it's pretty much 20 minutes. Go through the middle of the city and divides the city in 2 halves, east half and west half, and every other street connects to King William Street. That's what makes it look like a grid. Another thing you'll notice, it's known for its first public parks in the world, and that's the reason why they also call it the Garden City. Well, the first destination, and Clare Valley is specialized in Riesling. So it's named after the famous German artist Hans Heissen, who
You can actually see it from here. Oh,
that big ground up there, that's the Adelaide Airport. Not too far from the city, right? You see those small high rises in that corner? That's the beach town of Adelaide, Glenelg. There's a line going out of the city towards that way. Can you see that? That's called Port Road. The reason why it's called Port Road is because that's the road that connects the city to Port Adelaide, which obviously means Port Adelaide is all the way down that way. Right next to Port Adelaide, that's where the outer harbour is. That's where the cruise ships come. We are in the east of Adelaide now, north, south, west, and we're in the east. Can you guys guess what this?
Can't believe it's raining.
But yeah, that wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Did I jinx it yesterday? I said yesterday that I'd bring the rain from London to Adelaide since you've had a lack of rain, and it rained the next day. So apparently this tower is to commemorate someone. He used to use this mountain to navigate around South Australia. He used to see this from a distance, and this is the exact point where he saw Mount Lofty. Pretty cool. I got a few fun facts for you, once again from the tour guide. I didn't sleep this time, which is good. 529 churches within a 30-kilometre radius of Adelaide. I did hear it's called a city of churches, so that makes sense. About 500 of those are still running, and the rest have been converted to other things like nightclubs and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. This is, I don't remember whether he said the only one or one of the only ones, but apparently he said it's like the only settlement where it wasn't convicts, where there was no convicts. All free settlers here in Adelaide. I thought that was pretty interesting. Some of the first were Germans as well. And also, that tunnel we went down was the only tunnel in Adelaide. And it's also on a highway that leads to Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane. Obviously, Brisbane would be a lot further away than the other two. But I think he said like Melbourne's like 700 kilometres away and Sydney's 1.3 kilometres, 1.3k kilometres. Brisbane's a lot, he said like a million to exaggerate, but probably ages. But yeah, I wish it was a sunny day and a clearer day. But at least we can see pretty much everything. I can't remember, I wasn't listening where Glenelg is or Port Adelaide, but he also pointed it out around here somewhere. I was too busy zooming in on the city and the airport, but yeah. Again, it would look better on a sunny day, but it's fine. Also, I am by far the youngest person on this tour, by far. Apart from the tour guide, he seems quite young. He's probably still older than me though. I'm by far the youngest person on this tour. I'm not escaping these old man allegations, am I? For flip's sake. They're all couples as well, it's just me, the solo traveller. But they're very interested. We do the introductions to ourselves, and I was talking about I'm a traveller from London, parents from Sri Lanka. They're very interested in knowing who I was, so there is that. They all told me their names. I definitely forgotten like most of those, apart from like I remember Sally's name, that's about it. That's a lot more clear.
Really popular pub on your right here, the German Arms Hotel or German Inn. If you check the front board, it says the best coffee in town, but they're lying. And there's a popular fudge shop on your left here.
Nice little restaurant house. We've got maybe about 40 minutes to spend in the town of Harndorf, the German town. We've got some German flag just to let you know it's a German town, just a reminder. Oh, there's a German cake shop here. Not bad. So yeah, the people on the tour are very interested in me. they're intrigued about a solo traveler, little back shop. As I was saying, they're very intrigued in a solo traveler. And also, I was talking about my travels in Australia. They were talking about, one of them asked me, are you into the AFL? I'm just like, yes, I am. They asked me what team I support. I said, all four. And I said, I got 5 tickets for gather round. They were like, are you an AFL maniac? I'm just like, yeah, a little bit. We were doing like, that's a nice building. We were doing like a fun facts. It's a nice leather shop here. Keep interrupting what I'm saying, but apparently it's a very nice leather shop. You can get some nice belts here. What's it called? Leathersmith and Bush Gallery. Basically, when I got on the tour, I was the last one on, so the driver started introducing himself, and he said, all right, tell us about yourself and say a fun fact. And for my fun fact, I said, I haven't really got one, so I mentioned my travels. And at the table now, just like, you could have mentioned the AFL as a fun fact. Yeah, I could have actually. That's a good point. I just didn't think of it in my mind. Because I heard where they were from, I was just like, okay, Queensland, New South Wales, they might be rugby fans. And New Zealand as well, actually. New Zealand as well, we got in. Yeah, those are the 3 couples, New Zealand, New South Wales and Queensland. I thought to myself, they might not be AFL fans, but then I was on second last. Like, the couple that went after me, the guy was a Geelong fan. I'm just like, I should have said it then. But yeah, they know I support Hawthorn and Arsenal as well now, because they were just like, I thought you did the soccer a bit more. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm into that too. I said my team is Arsenal, etc. Like one of them, the lady, one of the couples, the lady used to live in London. She used to live in like Hammersmith, and just where I live, I'm just like, you heard of this place? She's like, no. And then I said, have you heard of Tottenham? She said yes. I'm like down the road from there, because she didn't recognise the place where I actually am from. A bit less German there, but yeah, a bunch of conversation. It's good to talk to people, you know. It's great, you know, especially when you're solo traveling. It's good to have company. There is, what is that? German pantry, and in front of that is Opal and Gemstone Studio. That sounds fun. You've got some Belgian waffles and Vienna here, Austria. Not everything's German. You've got Adelaide Hills Wine Bar. You've got souvenirs over here. So I'm gonna go in here right now. Indian Express. Okay. I'll wait till lunch to eat anything, I think. Actually, before I go in, there's a hotel next to Mount Lofty in Summit called Mount Lofty House. Tour guide said it costs $1,500 a night. I'm just like, Mount Lofty, I'm sure you could do hikes up there and it's a good view, but $1,500 for a hotel near there, I'm just like, even Uluru doesn't cost that much, and that's like a very expensive resort. I'm just like, what are you getting for that much money? It better be good service, man. But yeah, we actually got more time. It's 10:59. The guy said 11:30 at first. We came at 10:30, but he increased it to 11:40. I think because we spent a lot of time in that coffee shop. And then it's like an hour drive, I believe, to... I can't remember the name of the place, but we placed another place first. And then Victor Harbour. Then it's the one. Victor Harbour's having lunch. That's Granddad's name, Andrew. Might buy that. My mum's Deborah as well. That was much better than the souvenir shop from when I went to Rundle Mall yesterday. That was 2 days ago. That was much better. Expensive though, expensive. Like I did buy a few things. Like I bought a cap, of course I did. I'll show it off to you tomorrow. It's not like an amazing cap. It's just a cap that says Adelaide on it. but I wanted it. And I bought a few things, like a few magnets, a few key rings, and then I saw this little book. I'm not going to say what the book is, I'll say that to you when I get home. But I bought this little book, I thought it was quite funny, so I bought the book as well. And the total was $79. I'm just like, eh? I bought a few fridge magnets, a few key rings, and it's $79 with the cap and the book. It must have been the book. I did check the prices. The prices were like, it's exactly what they were when I took them off the shelf. And I was just like, that actually added up. It's only like 35 quid, but still, considering what I bought, it's definitely a bit higher than what you would think of what you're buying. I heard the leather shop's quite nice, even if I'm not buying anything, so I'll just go and look inside, see what's in there. Probably smells quite nice.
Where there is no price.
Yeah, so you can, she's approved it. She's approved it already? Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
What are those cowboy boots? Ah.
What's Australian made? Ag boots, that's it.
Yep, it did smell nice in there. It smelled very nice in there. Australian made things, but it did sometimes get materials from like America and Mexico, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, cool little place, even though I didn't buy anything. But those boots looked very cool. If I was rich, I'd probably buy them. But yeah, I saw this key rings earlier, right, with like name meanings. I thought that was really cool, even though it's not specific to like Adelaide. I like that. Keyring that tells you what your name means. I already knew what my name meant. It meant beloved, I knew that. I was also named after David from the Bible. That's the main reason, not because it was beloved, but because the Bible character, that's what I was named after. I also got another first name. I was given a Sri Lankan first name and a Christian first name, right? So I got, on my passport, it shows both first names. It shows the other one first. And the other one translates to beloved son. So my two first names mean beloved son, beloved. They had to reiterate the beloved part. I just found that interesting how both names mean beloved, even though they're from different languages. I also find it interesting how a lot of names that are English or just European, they tend to be Middle Eastern, because a lot of English names are like Christian names, right? That originate from Hebrew or the Bible or whatever, whether it's from Judaism or Christianity. It's just interesting because there's a lot of names that are like, you know them as European, but when you look into them, they're from the Middle East. I just always found that quite intriguing. Wunderbar Doghouse. Look, it is tempting because German sausages are very good, I can confirm. Got a museum just for Opal. That's cool. Harndorf's original cuckoo clock and Christmas shop. Well, it's April, mate, so. Zane Basic. Liberal for mayo. Mayonnaise. This guy's running to increase the amounts of mayonnaise, maybe, I don't know. He seems like a basic candidate. I don't know what he does or what he promises or whether he's a good person. But there is this guy getting publicity on a vlog that will get like max 100 views. Yeah, go on then. I was worried it would take long, so I asked how long, and they said depends what you want. I'm just like, I'll just get a normal hot dog. They said 3 minutes. I hope it's big as well. Pause. Look at that right here. Shout out to this place. I gotta say, that was incredible. And it tastes good as well. It's a 9 out of 10 hot dog. Damn good hot dog as well. It's well cooked, even though it takes 3 minutes. The sauces are free. I chose 3 of them. I did I don't do American mustard, I did Dijon mustard, smoky barbecue sauce and tomato ketchup. Oh, it's amazing. Look at these fancy toilets. 11:39, right on time.
You see that tree on the right?
Oh, the tank in the
Yes.
canoe where?
So that's the Aboriginal canoe tree right there, guys. This is the only proof in whole of Australia that proves that Aboriginals used to make a canoe out of the tree.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what tree it is. Bring goods from through the Murray River on the river boats, transfer them on the train at Goulva. It's a cute little town, isn't it? That's the only way you can get to the Hindmarsh Highlands with a bridge.
That's the barrage. On this side you have fresh water, on the other side seawater. Fresh water, seawater, fresh water, seawater. Pelicans. And the black swan.
Yeah.
A few more facts. We went past the first Australian railway. They used to take goods in to Victor Harbour, I think. I can't remember what it said exactly, but I heard first Australian railway. I was just like, that's pretty cool. We also went past something I couldn't film because it went by so quickly. There's a place of like, there was a tank. There's like a leopard tank near Harndorf, near the German town, and a graveyard for soldiers that were never found. They went missing. Obviously, they would have died and their bodies weren't found. So there was a graveyard specifically for soldiers that never came home. And there was a tank outside it, and it was a really cool looking tank. But also rest in peace, it's specifically from World War II, specifically World War II. Somehow, even though I felt a bit tired, I did not fall asleep at all on that 45-minute journey. We're in Goulva, if I didn't mention that already. He also mentioned about Adelaide weather. He mentioned how in the winter it gets quite cold. It gets as low as 2 degrees. And it's felt cold recently as well. And it's not even like, winter level of weather. And in the summer, apparently a few months ago, Adelaide was at one point the hottest city in the world. And it was like 45 degrees. And there were parts of South Australia that were like 47. and it gets into its 40s in the summer. So this Adelaide in South Australia gets very hot and very cold too. Interesting, but no snow at all. Pretty fun things to know about the weather here. I love how the weather changes in different parts of Australia. Like it's different to Tasmania, which gets very, very cold, and different to Perth, which can get very, very hot. Then you get places like obviously Melbourne, Victoria and Tasmania, where you get all 4 seasons in the same day sometimes. Then you get a place like Queensland, where there's a lot of raining a lot of the season. When it's rainy season, it rains heavy. It's a very tropical area. Then you get the deserts of Northern Territory. It's all the same country, and yet the weather changes so drastically in different states. It's kind of crazy. It's also basically a continent as well, not just a country, so kind of makes sense. But even then, you know, some of these places I mentioned are like an hour's or 2-hour flights away, and yet the climate changes so drastically when you think about it. I'm filming these so you can read them if you want to pause. I'll do the same. It's a good way to learn without having to stand around. What a view that is. There's a lot of pelicans. See, I can't tell from here there's pelicans there. The zoom is just that good. That's unreal. Is there meant to be something here? Probably. No, it's a railway. Or is it? That's very wide. So that's seawater right there. Seawater, freshwater. Seawater, freshwater. That's pretty crazy. Hello, mate. You caught a fish? I think you caught a fish. kind of incredible how birds fish, you know? Like they have any radar. Doesn't reveal the fact he's camera shy, that one. These are working together. This would be the next Pixar movie. Tell me I'm wrong. Either that or DreamWorks. They'll make something like this. We love the animal alliances in the fictional world.
Which doesn't surprise me. It's not low. Everybody's taking a bit of water out and there's nothing to get it to flow into the food. Yeah, that's definitely. I don't know how they got up here.
But even that, to get there, like that's still,
It's still high,
they
huh?
must have had a climb quite well.
Yeah.
I don't know about nasty, but then
They bite. Oh, definitely. Go for the
Right, I need the toilet. My bladder's gotten weaker over the years, you know. I'm only 29, but like, I've only drunk 1 glass of water today, and there's the first time I needed to go on the tour. What's going on with me? I don't know if that's thumbnail worthy, to be honest, but I thought I'd record it anyway. I think those sea lions will definitely make the thumbnail. Might do one of those multi ones again.
Alright, all the bumps on seats, guys.
Yep, thank you.
They make really popular. They make really nice pie. It's never been there though. Never.
He's in somewhere in the
Or he can use later. Call him up.
When you're away, sorry.
Second.
water.
You like soft teas?
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Cafe Primo. They got these bots service things that I only thought existed in Japan, to be honest. I've not seen them anywhere. Not London, not America, not everywhere. I'm pretty sure in America as well. But I just thought, like, I always thought it as a Japanese thing. Don't know if it's just me. Anyway, yeah, once again, they were very interested in my travels. I showed them the white kangaroo, the photos of the white kangaroo. They were so fascinated because no one at the table's ever seen one, apart from the tour guide. I was just like, yep, saw the white kangaroo. But yeah, they asked me where I've been, so I told them like all the places I've been, and it's pretty much, you know, everywhere except, you know, except Darwin. I said I want to go to Darwin as well. They gave me some recommendations of places to go too, so and some tours to do in Darwin as well. So yeah, good conversation. Good conversation. It's the most interested people have been in my life when I've been on tour, on holiday. The New Zealanders recommended to me some clothing. They said possum clothing. Apparently possums are protected in Australia, but in New Zealand we tried to kill them because they take out a lot of wildlife. But anyway, apparently possum clothing is great. And they said they recommend it for cold weather, especially in England. They said it's just as good as wool. I'm just like, okay, I'll look into some possum clothing when I get home then, unless I buy them here. Kink. Next to a place where there's guns. And a tattoo parlor. Some crazy things go on here, clearly. It's quite a nice shirt, this. Definitely not my size. And it's a clearance line. Luxurious over 55s living. Is that a fancy word for a retirement home? Oh yeah, that train I filmed was pretty cool. I filmed a train on the way here. I couldn't get my phone out in time. Couldn't get the front of it, but the front of it was similar to, like, how do I describe it? If you play GTA 5, one of those trains, if you've not played it, then just look up GTA 5 train on Google. That's the best. I mean, there were some of those trains at the train museum yesterday, 2 days ago. Yeah. So I saw the train at the front, and you see these carriages. I filmed some of the carriages. There was other carriages at the front. I think they were green or red. I thought it was a pretty cool looking train, but I couldn't get it on video apart from the end of it. It is what it is. I also saw a really impressive piece of art, and I appreciate it more because I'm a motorsport fan. But it said it was on the side of like a house or like a farm building or whatever. On the side of it, it said Australian Grand Prix in 1938 or something, and it showed like an old-fashioned yellow race car, and it was so cool. But we only saw it for like 2 seconds, so I did not even get my camera out. And even if I had, it would have been gone by then. So I just looked at it for those 2 seconds. I was just like, that was amazing. But I couldn't get it on video again. It was like that time when I went to Austria, Vienna, on a tour bus, and I saw this big piece of art of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm just going to end his name there just in case people take it out of context. But there was a big piece of art of him in Vienna, and I went past it and I couldn't film it. I'm just like, damn, I never saw it again. Anyway, I left the restaurant at 2:15, and we had until 3 o'clock to get back to the van near the restaurant. As long as I remember where that is, we're all good. Then we're going over. So we had a little vote. So the winery, you got to pay $20 for entry fee to get in there. And so the tour guide gave us an option. He said, oh, instead we can go to a chocolate place, a chocolate factory in McLaren Vale, same place as the winery. We can explore the chocolate place. Then we can go to the winery and just look outside it, because it's a nice building. So he gave us that option, and everyone was like, I don't mind. I decided, you know what? I don't want the wine anyway. No one else is that keen on it. I choose chocolate. And they all said, yeah, let's go David's way. I'm just like, this group really likes me. I've gained a fan base, and they're all much older than me, you know? I've found a new audience, guys. I've tapped into a new audience. We've got some nice hills in the background. We've got Ready Express. We've got McDonald's over there. I would say someone would call that a big W. And they might also call it About Clean. This ain't landing. This is terrible comedy. Let's go to Drake's house. Drake Hendricks now. It says pizza bar. I don't know why that fascinated me to film it. McGee's? You what? Ocean courts, rivers. Got the post office right here. They've got the Christian bookshop. Yeah, I kind of got lost. When I say lost, I know where to go back. I know that way. But the guy said go this way to go to the jetty, and I'm just like, jetty? Where's the jetty? No one on my tour has gone this way. But, oh, there's some people coming this way. Where is the jetty? Jetty might be that way. It's a proper railway crossing. That guy has a great beard, by the way. I don't want to shout nice beard, maybe I should have. It's cool to see one of these crossings. Like, we have crossings like this in the UK as well. Like in London, even in London. It's just that they're more modernized. So it's like obviously a modernized railway. And the doors go up. They're one of those up and down doors instead of one of these that opens like an actual door. I want to see one of those classic ones for some reason. And now I've seen one. Is that the jetty? It definitely feels like it's the jetty. I mean, that's literally what a jetty is, isn't it? And I don't see any other jetties nearby. So it has to be that one. It's the only one I can see. I hope I'm right. I can't even remember where the guy said to me either. He said, I mean back at the restaurant, because I kind of got confused because one of the couples said he's going to move the van. I'm just like, where's he moving the van? To the jetty? So do I wait at the jetty or do I go back to the restaurant? I'm so confused. Also, they went a different direction. because I had no idea where to go. Neither did they. Hopefully they have the same idea as me and come back this way. Random thought, by the way. When I saw that white lion, well, 2 white lions, 3 years ago, it was the most fascinating thing to me. And I've since seen more white lions because some in London as well. Just outside London, not in London, but just outside in Hertfordshire, which is a rich area outside London, a more countryside area. I saw a family of white lions there, and obviously seen a white kangaroo now. And for some reason, like, there's a war memorial. I want to see what it says on that. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm really fascinated with animals that are white, that are not supposed to be white, but they're white, they're albino, whatever. I'm fascinated by that, especially like white lions. They're not meant to be white, are they? So I'm fascinated by those things. I didn't know that white kangaroo is a thing until yesterday. And I think to myself, these are names in honor of those who enlisted from this district for service in the Great War. Lest we forget. I'm assuming World War I specifically. They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not worry them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning we'll remember them, lest we forget. Australian Imperial Force. It's a good message there. In honor of those who enlisted. Okay, same as the other black. World War I, 1940 to 1918. Makes sense. Got something big there as well. So this one's World War II. Where was I? Yeah, wildlife. I kind of really want to see white tigers. I'm pretty sure I've not seen white tigers, but I know they exist. Which zoos have white tigers? Hopefully some in the UK have, so that saves me some journeys. I'm just very intrigued. White tigers would be an amazing thing to see. I'm just thinking that. Where are they situated? I must find them. I mean, if you want to go that far, there's also albino crocodiles. So there's plenty of mutated animals you can see. I loved that as a kid. Bumper cars. Anytime there was a fair in town, I'd come along and enjoy some things, but I'd spend most of the time on those. That's a big part of my childhood, those things. Used to love driving those. You could just drive into people and it wouldn't even hurt you. It was just so fun. Haven't seen that yet. It would be cool to ride one, to be fair. The big duck. I'm sure it says duck, not anything inappropriate. Can't really see that second letter for some reason. Alright, now I got 12 minutes to figure out where I'm meant to be. The restaurant's back that way, because we went round there and back round this way, so restaurant's around that direction. Oh yeah, the tour guide did say the horse tram would not be running today because of the weather. I did hear that actually. That makes sense why you can't see one of these today. He did say it, I forgot. I remember now. There's a horse area here. I think they're all indoors. Trying to see if there's one around. Yeah, they're away. None of them are home. Not a single one is home. Okay. They can't be in that building. If they are, I'd show you. So if I don't show you, not in there. Yeah, it's just a gift shop, as I said. There's mini golf. There's a place you could drink, eat and chat. I like how it spells it out for you. That was a good tour, man. I've done at least one tour like this in like most of the states I've been in. I did Great Ocean Road in Victoria, the Northern Queensland tour in Queensland. I did the New South Wales. There was the Royal National Park one. They had a lot of stops. WA was Wave Rock. We watched a lot of places there. Just a tour where it gives you like a lot of different stops. gives you like an all-round introduction to the state. I love tours like that, and we've done one in like so many states. The best one I've done is definitely Great Ocean Road of that type of tour. There's a bit of a whale there. So far, Victoria's provided the best day tour that's similar to this. I've only got Darwin left to try, and there's 3 national parks in Darwin to visit. So we'll see after Darwin. I'll tell you which one, if any of them, top Great Ocean Road. To be fair though, the Great Ocean Road ride, I went with Go West Tours, very good company. The tour guide I had for that tour was bloody amazing. Like him and his jokes and his personality and his energy definitely made the tour even better than it was. So that's probably why it's hard to top it, because first of all, Great Ocean Road is like a great trip to do anyway. You see a lot of amazing things and views. But on top of that, the tour guide was just incredible. Probably the best tour guide I've had. So Darwin has got a big challenge. I'm trying to figure out if that's our tour guide, because I can't tell. But it looks exactly like the van. It's just like a grey van, innit? It doesn't show the company colours. It's gonna say on occupied territory. But now, like, is that my tour guide just there? So he is moving the van. I hope it's him and they're going the right way, because like it's almost 3 o'clock. It's 40-minute journey to get there, 45-minute journey, and it closes at 4. So I don't want to be the reason that we missed the chocolate trip. But I'm like, do I see part of my tour group? I don't see any of them since like way over there. No, I think I see someone. I think I see a lady from my tour group. I think we're okay. I think. But I don't know. The van's gone missing. I can't see it. There is a big coach in the way though. There's the museum he was talking about. Yeah, I should have just come this way. I found the van. Thank you.
About 2,000 people, has got a BWS and a grocery store. That's all you need. Well, see this big mountain in front of you? Yeah. So the governor back then, he actually lost his compass there, and he complained about it so much they were like, "We'll name the whole town after your compass." chocolate company is.
You're in Camcorder. We've got the bloke shop. Whatever that means. There's the chocolate shop. Right next to the bloke shop. Do they make these here? I tried these on my videos on main channel. Like a big bar. Do they come from a fern veil? Got some free samples here. Just me. Handmade pros. Okay, where's the Adelaide Crows then? I can't tell where they are. Somewhere represented on this. Yeah, I got no clue. What's on earth? It's the size of like a big rice packet, like a 20 kg one. Tripod logo. Haven't tried one yet. Well, there's my answer. Now I know where Violet Crumble comes from. Now that is a classic car. Pretty cool.
I'll take it.
TA.
It's interesting.
Do you guys know what a mead is?
It's a beer.
A wine made up of honey.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the ones who introduced meads to Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
Here we got the triumphant elephant, and here we got the Space Venus. I'm covering this with my finger because I'm covering something inappropriate. I guess for this video purpose we'll call them Hong Kongs. Fun fact, they are the most expensive Hong Kongs in the world. These Hong Kongs cost 3.8 million. I don't think that's per Hong Kong, but still expensive Hong Kongs. Let's zoom in on the spiders. Wow, look at that, guys. Big spiders. Crazy. Oh yeah, fun fact. I heard that there's no 7-Eleven in South Australia. Everywhere else in the country has it, every other state and most of the world has 7-Eleven, but not South Australia. South Australia has its own thing. It has OTR, it means on the run. So it's like a 24-hour servo at petrol stations and at shops as well. OTR is South Australia's version of 7-Eleven. Maybe I should try it at some point.
Thank you very, very much.
My pleasure.
Very interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Dali exhibition upstairs, and what you're discovering here are artworks from artists from all over the world. No. You're welcome to take photographs.
I like this one. You can buy them too. This one's 2.4 grand. Like 1.2, 1.3 in British pounds. Hi. Which one is the most expensive one here?
That'd be the Serene Canyon.
Yeah. Oh, thank Jesus for that. I've needed to go since Victor Harbour. It's been a while.
I can't be a Jewish wife, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. And then he...
Hey man, how are you? Yeah, it's like, you know, and that's why the veil is what it is, you know, the diversity you find here. I'm not saying that we're better than anyone else, we're just we're able to... Oh wow.
Should I ask what the most expensive one is? $110, 50 something pounds. Highest I've seen so far. The rest are like 15 or 30 or 50. Most of them are around here. Like all these numbers here you see. Most of these wines are like around there. And I've seen one like 110 and 190.
Massive beards, you know, it's just like, I wanted my daughter to actually see what I look like. This is the shortest I'll ever shave. It's just really? Yeah. I haven't used it for so very rarely do I go this short, but my kids freak out. Whoa, Dad, like, you know, I can see what you look like. Yeah.
Have you been alright?
Not too bad, not too bad. We're just sort of ticking along. Had quite a few cool projects happening with the music, you know, outside of here, which has been cool. But
cool.
Yeah, and it's even busy
There's no drinking there.
yeah, there's a few things on. But as well, you know, it's I enjoy it here as well. It's balanced. It's balanced. So
that's good.
yeah, it's cool, man. We've got a couple of new staff, and which just sort of always injects a bit of energy. Yeah. And you guys gearing up for a busy?
Oh yeah, 100%. We're doing massive numbers too.
Yeah, awesome.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Hello, mate. I'm just curious. What is that exactly?
So a decanter.
Okay.
So it's just a very big one. Yeah.
And that alone costs 800?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's actually got Chester and Darry's face in it.
Okay.
So as in the owners of the company.
Yeah.
So Darry's third generation, and then that's Chester, his son, who's like fourth generation senior winemaker. So,
oh, wow.
But as well, it'd be the type of thing you could decanter that into it. So these are normal decanters, which would only fit a normal bottle, whereas in this can fit, you know, what we call a magnum. Okay. So you know, it's a bit of a league of its own. Yeah.
And is that the most expensive drink here?
That's our premium Shiraz.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not the most expensive wine, but that's like a 3-litre bottle.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How much is the most expensive one?
200. We got
200?
200, yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you.
No worries, mate.
When I asked those questions in my head, I thought to myself, I sound like I'm about to rob the place. I'm getting intel to like do a heist. What are those? I don't know what a decanter is, by the way. I didn't want to ask him to explain because he was busy at the till doing something, processing something or whatever. So I was just like, I won't ask too many more questions because by the time I asked the last question, he was already back at the counter. I'm just like, I'll leave him to it. It's a one-man show in that little winery.
QR code and leave a review and let us know about everything and most importantly about Pete. Well, if it's a good review, my name is Pete. If it's a bad review, my name is Sam.
Okay, fair enough.
Sam is my boss's name. So you can probably leave a bad review about him, I don't care. Yeah. Alright, there you go. Do you want to grab it? And then you can... Do you want to take a photo here? Can you guys see those big towers right up on the top there? That's where we were this morning. Yeah, we don't need it.
Alright, it is now 5:30. The tour ended at like approximately 4:30. We got back to Adelaide around 5:10 and they did a few, like they dropped off 2 people before, or 2 groups before I did. I said 3 couples, did I? Well, one is a mum and daughter, the other 2 are couples, but they were pretty old. But yeah, they did 2 drop-offs first, then my drop-off, and I'm guessing the other 2 live in Glenelg, not living, but they're staying in Glenelg. They're leaving tomorrow. They want to avoid the footy crowd. No, actually, no, that's the other couple. No, that's the other couple. Yeah, the couple that's staying in, that's the Geelong fan and his wife. They'll be at the Geelong game tomorrow. They said good luck with your game. I'm just like, you sure you're a Geelong fan? But no, they said good luck. So I just said, you know what, good luck tomorrow. Even though I think the Crows will win, but we'll see. Geelong do well against Crows normally, but there's a very strong Adelaide Crows side. But that's for tomorrow. Also tomorrow will be a fairly big vlog because what I initially wanted to do was separate the vlogs, do AFL on its own and other things on its own. So like that Optus vlog could have been like 2 different vlogs. But I decided to just do it similar to how I did Melbourne vlogs when I first arrived here 3 years ago. So I'm doing something in the morning. It's not a day tour. It's not some tour I booked. It's something that I booked, but something that I didn't really need to book anyway. But something where I want to be I want to be there in the morning. I don't have to be there in the morning, but I want to be there in the morning. And if I can go there in the morning, enjoy myself for a few hours, then I should have time to go to second place tomorrow, and then Adelaide Geelong. So it will be a fairly long vlog again tomorrow, but probably shorter than the Perth one, but we'll see. You never know. I thought the flying to Adelaide vlog would be very short. I thought that'd be like 30 minutes max. Longest vlog of the lot so far. I don't know about this vlog. Also, I edited the last vlog this morning, the Kangaroo Island vlog. Didn't get to upload it, but edited it. So I just got to edit this today. So that's good. I also got to go and get some water, so I'll probably find a shop somewhere. There's an IGA 10 minutes away, unless it's something closer. We'll see. And for Sydney Collingwood, assuming tomorrow goes to plan, Sydney Collingwood, I don't have anything planned before the game. So I am considering doing the Sandford thing before Sydney Collingwood. I don't know about all 10. Adelaide Oval, I'll just go to the game anyway on Thursday. But the other 9, I could do a reasonable amount of them. I know there's a guy, there's a YouTuber, I forgot his name, but he did a video doing all of them in 6 hours. I don't know if I'll do it that intensely because I want to go and get food, etc. in between. And I might use trams instead of, getting Ubers or whatever. But we'll see. There is a public transport option to get to the furthest ones away, like South Adelaide and Central District. Those are the furthest ones away. The rest of them are pretty close to each other. One of them has a cafe. That's the Port Adelaide one, but it's closed Monday and Tuesday, so I got to do that before Monday. Yeah, we'll see. But I might do that on the Friday. But tomorrow is something else. Okay, so yeah, and Monday I got some big plans as well. You'd be surprised by what we're doing on Monday. That's also an early wake up, but it's not a big tour. So looking forward to that. What else? Oh yeah, a couple of things on this tour as well to mention that I forgot to mention. We went past, well, you couldn't really see it because a tram blocked the way, but the biggest hospital in South Australia, and next to it was like a pineapple looking building. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's like a research centre, probably medical research since next to hospital. But I thought that was a pretty cool looking building. Couldn't get it on camera. There was a really cool Ferrari showroom factory, not a factory but a showroom. Couldn't get it on camera. I did get it on camera, but not clearly. I had to like go over people's heads through the window for a tight angle. But we got what we could. There was a McLaren dealership at the start of the vlog. I couldn't quite get it. It was next to the Lamborghini dealership. It was like to the left, next to Rolls Royce. I couldn't quite get a clear shot of it. So if you see like a shot of me filming back of the window, it's blurry. That's McLaren. It's a New Zealand couple. Her grandson supports Fulham, who beat Liverpool a few days ago. So it's some extra fun facts, except it's about the people that I met, Yeah. Sometimes I wish I could like find a way to record conversations so you can like hear what I'm saying instead of like, instead of you hearing this, instead of just me telling you about it. But I need to like get a proper device set up for that because I'm not just going to film my phone the whole time. And one more thing, I get paid tomorrow. Usually it's at midnight, but because I'm obviously getting paid in England, I'll get it whatever midnight. Well, midnight in England will be 7 in Perth. We're not in Perth. It'll be 8:30 in Adelaide, I think, because it'll be 9 o'clock in Melbourne. Yeah. So not when I wake up, but when I get to my destination for my next thing I'm doing tomorrow, I'll have my extra pay. Ever since I got to this job, bro, weekly pay is so useful. Weekly pay is so useful, man. I used to be a monthly pay for 4 years. Sometimes with all the traveling I was doing, I thought to myself, monthly pay really sucks because you got a budget extra, right? And then you get paid this amount before you go on holiday, and that's it. By the time you next get paid, you're already back home. So I had to budget more on some holidays in recent years, but now it's just like I've only got a budget until next week. So it's like, yeah, this is the last payday to like come back home though, but still. It's really useful to get a payday while you're on holiday, getting weekly payday. Yes, you get smaller amounts, but you're still getting the same pay. Just instead of in one big installment, you're getting 4 installments. You're getting one every week. Instead of 12 a year, you're getting 52 a year. And it's just so useful, it's just so useful. And I also worked overtime before I came to Australia. So I know for a fact I'm getting paid for 6 days tomorrow. So that's happy days. That's very happy days. I'm not really low on budget. I've got a bit of money left, but it's just that the payday will supplement everything. And unless I go ridiculous with shopping, I'll be all right, because all I need is food and water. I might try and get AFL caps though. I got 7 AFL caps. I think for future videos like ladder predictions on my main channel, it would be fun to have every cap. It's just that I don't know how I feel about buying a Carlton cap or a Geelong cap or a Collingwood cap or an Essendon cap or a North Melbourne cap. I'm just, as a Hawks fan, I'm not sure about some of those. But I might have to for the sake of some videos. I just throw them away in a corner when I get home. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the vlog. I don't know how long this one is. The last one was 55 minutes, so this might be the same. I don't know. And I never realize until I get home. But I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. I'm going to go find some water somewhere. There's no need for that to be in the vlog content. So yeah, I just thought on Saturday I'm going to 2 AFL games and possibly meeting subscribers in between. I need to contact a few people because I know Kat messaged me about meeting up. so I need to reply to that. I've not replied to a lot of messages because I've just been busy just editing and sleeping and just being tired. But I'll sort something out there as well. And there's a few other subscribers that I'll meet probably at the games or before the games or after the games. And then Sunday I'm going to obviously Port Adelaide Hawthorn. I've not got any tickets for Barossa or Norwood, and I don't think that's changing, to be honest. So I have time also on Sunday before Port Adelaide Hawthorn. Instead of finding a pub to watch a game, I might just go to Glenelg on that day. And then Monday I got things planned all day. And yeah, I'm not going to tell you exactly when I fly out. It could be Monday night, could be another time. But just so you know, I am not flying out on Sunday. I am staying for a little bit, but not too long. So I'll keep you guessing on when that is. It could be Monday night, could be Tuesday morning, could be Monday evening. Maybe I'm doing all these things on Monday, then I'm leaving straight away. Like, it could be this one busy vlog. Maybe that's why I'm busy all day, because I got no tours planned. So what could I possibly be doing in South Australia on Monday that has me booked out the whole day? Maybe I'm flying out at 5 p.m. You'll have to guess for yourself. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.